My name's Rufina, Rufina Argent, and this is my little sister, Ries. How about you? What's your name? Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more Trails in the Sky the Third. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we finished off Chapter 1. Hey, come over here for a minute. Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you not to run off without telling me, Ries? I had the fright of my life when I turned around after finishing my shopping to find you weren't there. Don't do that again, okay? I just smelled something nice from the stall over there. But hey, I found something weird. Weird? Oh. Kevin is not something. Oh goodness. Do you think he's dead? Or maybe he indulged in excess gormandizing? I'm almost certain it's not the latter. I swear, what are they teaching children in school these days? Never mind. I suppose that should wait. Hey there. Can you hear us? Whew. It looks like he's conscious at least. What's the matter? I can't see this being a very comfortable place to sit. Maybe he's just hungry? When you're really hungry, sometimes you don't have the energy to talk. You might actually be right there, and you'd know better than anyone. Well then, I think I've got just the thing. When did you get Quincy Bell chocolate? I bought this for you originally, so I'm sorry, Ries. Do you mind if he has this? Okay. Good girl. Come on, why don't you try some? I think you'll like it, especially if you like sweet things. Quincy chocolate's the best there is. There might be a brand that tastes nicer, but they've got the best balance between taste and cost. See? That's a glowing review coming from none other than my darling little sister. The taste should help warm you up a bit too. Go on, see what you think. What was that? Oh. Kevin looks mean, dude. I said, get lost. Just leave me alone. Please. What should we do? So you're not going to take me up on my offer, huh? I guess I'm left with no choice. Why are you eating it? Oh! With chocolate? Okay. Wow! His face! That should be enough. What? What the hell was that for? Looks like that did the trick. See? I told you that sweet things are great for perking you up. That wasn't the chocolate! That was you being a maniac! What kind of girl does that to a kid they just found on the street? Are you some kind of pedophile or something? Oh man. Whew. I can't believe he just called her out though. Oh my. The Sunday school curriculum really seems to have changed since I went there. So she has to be at least 16 then, right? But where else could you and Ries be picking up these fancy words, I wonder? Yeah, the old excess gormandizing thing. I thought that was a little weird, but who knows? I don't think that's really the problem. Yeah, what she said! Wait a sec. Your clothes look familiar. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Rufina, called it Rufina Argent. And this is my little sister, Ries. How about you? What's your name? Quite a way to meet someone. Kevin. Okay, so she's 18. Kevin is 22. So maybe she was 4 or 6? Or I'm gonna say she was probably 4 or 5 here, and Kevin was 8 or 9. And if Rufina, if she's no longer in Sunday school, that means she's at least 16. Because we know Estelle, she wasn't 16. She was 16 years old and no longer in Sunday school. So that would make her at least 8 years older than Kevin, at least. Kevin, are you listening? I wonder if everybody took their own trip down memory lane, because it would be weird if everybody saw Kevin's memory. Oh, sorry about that. Must have spaced out a bit. Are you alright? It's understandable, really. After all that's happened, it's no surprise you're feeling tired. Maybe you should rest up some before we keep going? Nah, don't worry about me. Anyway, we were about to start going over all the information we've gathered so far, right? Yes, but he may not be our ally, but our encounter with that Schwarzritter turned out to be quite illuminating. We finally have the name of this strange place we found ourselves in, for one. Phantasma, yeah. So I guess we're not in the cube. That's right. He called it Phantasma, right? Yep. Interesting name it's got. Not sure where it came from, though. As far as I know, it's nothing from the church's scripts. I've never heard it before either. Then there's the existence of his lord. Well, judging by how that guy spoke of them, that must be the big boss around here. And they seem to know a whole lot about us, too. Incidentally, there was one thing that night mentioned which made me curious. It mentioned you having a sister, Ries? Oh, my. I didn't mean to pry into your personal affairs. Should I not have asked? Nah, I don't blame you for being curious. As he said, I did indeed have a sister. Past tense. Her name was Rufina. She was one of the Gralsritter just like I am now. Ries. I take it that your use of past tense means... Yes, she fell in the line of duty during a mission. Roughly 5 years ago, to be precise. I see. But in that case, how could that man possibly know so much about her skills? I wish I knew. I don't really know much about the work she did. It's, I guess, I don't know, maybe that's just an American thing, but she didn't apologize for her sister's death. She just kind of moved on. Or maybe that was just a, I've seen my fair share of people die too, sort of, not really, like, people would normally say, well, I guess, what I would normally expect is to hear, I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm sorry about your sister, but, yeah, no one really said that. But whatever, that's just me thinking too much about it. What about you, Kevin? Sorry, I can't think of how she might have met him either. Still, she was known for being one skilled knight, and not just in terms of strength in battle. Her judgment and negotiation abilities were both top class too. The details of her missions are as much a mystery to me as they are for Ries, but it's not a stretch to think she could have met him during one of them. I suppose we've little more than conjecture to go off of. I suppose the matter will have to remain unsolved for now. My apologies. I should never have asked. All I did was bring up painful memories for the two of you. Okay, there it is. Don't sweat it. We still learned something out of this, and that's that our enemies are keeping a pretty close eye on what we do here. We're gonna need to be careful every step of the way. So it seems. Shall we get back to our ever-cautious trek then? We'll have to go back to where we met that guy and keep going from there, right? Yeah, I saw another warp at the top of the stairs. Thankfully, the cube can get us back there in no time flat once we're up for it. Are we gonna need to... Oh, already fully healed. Oh, interesting. Ever-burning flame. Yeah, we need we'll need one guy in particular for that. But right now, we're still kind of too broke to really do much. But as long as we can keep trekking forward... Why do these look interactable, honestly? Like at some point, this and this both look interactable. But we'll worry about that at a later point in the game if I'm not completely mistaken. Okay, maybe they're not interactable because they're near that fight point as well. Yeah, okay, maybe they're not, and they're just window dressing. They kind of look interactable though, don't they? Or maybe I'm just crazy. This is the exit you noticed before, right, Father? Or entrance, perhaps. It's just like the magic circle at the base. Do you think this will take us somewhere completely new? Probably like, if this is the Jade corridor, then it might take us to a Ruby corridor or a Sapphire corridor or something like that. Most likely. It's the only other route I've seen, so we're just going to have to see where it takes us. Alright. Let's see where we're off to now. No way. This must be some sort of phantasm of, Yeah, because it's empty. And that's a statue of a white falcon. Wait, isn't this Grancel, dude? This is the southern block of Grancel. Thank goodness, we're finally out of there! What's up with you, Ries? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm sure if they rotate the camera, we're gonna see that spatial place on the outskirts of this. Well, I can't pretend to be all that familiar with Grancel. But that's not its main gate, is it? What? Oh, yeah, no, that's different. Crap! What? No, it isn't. Is that also? Oh, more fiends. I'm guessing Chloe might be hidden somewhere around here then. Chapter 2, The Otherworldly Capital. The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the Third. Those soldiers aren't the Royal Army! What has happened here? What happened to the capital while I was away? Man, I did not see this coming when we stepped out of that warp. Either something happened here while we were stuck inside that place, or Phantasma is now able to influence the world outside. The conclusion I've drawn from this is that we're still inside Phantasma, but now it's a Grancel version of Phantasma. But maybe we really did escape and things are just different in the real world. I apologize, but I cannot stand here any longer. I need to go check on Grancel Castle. I am concerned for this city's citizens, but above all, I fear for the safety of Her Majesty and the princess. I don't blame you, but we're coming with. Strong as you are, going alone isn't smart. But panicking is the worst thing you can do right now. Extraordinary situations like these are when caution and careful thinking are your most valued allies. You're quite right, of course. I understand. Then castle it is. We should try and investigate the city on our way there, too. Keep your eyes peeled, though. The fiends here look like they're not playing around. Understood. Right. And people said that there are missable doors, too. So maybe, I might not do it on camera, but I'm probably gonna go around and give the Jade Corridor a once-over. Well, actually, we'll have plenty of reason to give it a once-over once we've gotten... yeah, nobody here. Once we've got Agate in the party. Oh. Stuff. 1236. The place looked less like a shop and more like the newest secret playground for the local children, long abandoned after the passing of its owner. But no, to clarify, it was very much in business. There's nothing else here for us to claim. These otherworldly chests, dude. But we've also got an attack too that we might as well use. Yeah, she's not doing anything else with it. And a nice little HP too. Tier. Because like I said, Julia, once she leaves our party, unless they make us, there's probably going to be other people I'm more interested in using. Whoa! This thing charged directly at us. Iron Knight. An animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages. Skewers foes with its lance. And this thing we want to soul blur to death. Once we, there we go. Yeah, I guess having Julia out in front isn't... Yeah, we're not going to worry about moving her back too much. She's still got Soul Blur that she can throw out with Abandon. And a Soul Blur from her too. Bonus item. So if we... I guess if we kill it that turn, we would have gotten a second item. That's always pretty cool, honestly. It looks like... I don't know if those additional effects are... Or if the higher elements are in effect here, I should say. Wow, to take out one Iron Knight, everybody had to throw skills at it. Fisherman's Guild is probably, yeah, similarly going to be empty. Probably not going to be much fishing to be done in this. Ooh! Bring to me the girl who loves to fish. Only then shall the door open. So that we need Estelle. Wow. They put Estelle's sun door here? Interesting. Doesn't look like there's much else though. Man. I'm really gonna have to... There's probably not gonna be anyone here. I'm probably gonna start using like actual pen and paper to make sure I don't actually, it's not 20 hours from now and I've completely forgotten about that door. Unless it's now logged to our, I should check that to see if it's logged now and we can just warp there. In which case I won't have to do that. I don't think anyone's here. I had faintly hoped there would be, but I should have known that wouldn't be the case. The guild's assistance would have been immensely helpful in a situation like this too. I'll go and have a look at the telephone. Maybe we'll be able to contact a branch somewhere else and ask them for help. Thanks, Tita. The thing is, I doubt it works. I doubt there's any place to call. It just looks like it. It's no use. The phone's technically working, but I can't actually get through to anywhere. Yeah, there's nowhere to call. Have you tried contacting headquarters at Lacton Fortress? Oh, no. No good. I can't get through to them either. I see. I imagine you would get the same result no matter where you tried to call. Probably, yeah. Well, it's not ideal, but it looks like we're on our own. Go ahead and, the orbital telephone cannot be used. Either we'll find an item or another door. Nope. Nothing there. Here it is, another sun door. Or a moon door, rather. Bring to me the dancer with the silver locks. Only then shall the door open. So that's Sherazard's door. Well, for right now, I should say. Because just like the first one did, it could easily change. Oop. Weiss Arms and Guards. No items or anything? Here it is. Found Akashic Heart. 17 of 36. Good riddance, the son coldly muttered as he turned the key to lock the shop. This would be the last time he would be forced to ever step inside. I'll bet I can fetch a pretty mirror for his tools at the market. Wow. Somebody's a piece of crap. But first the Akashic Heart. Let's equip that. Not to him. Really? Oh, I bought the epee and never actually equipped it to her. Wow. And I even talked in the previous episode how I was glad to have bought those weapons for them. I spent that Mira and never used the item, dude. Oh, man. Well, that's lame. And then... yeah, we've already been in here. I think... yeah, we've been into most of the shops by this point. Ah, that's blocked off. How's about... whoop, not trying to get taken by surprise. Also empty. Okay, this one's got an item. Fried Phoenix. 9 of 36. The story truly begins neither with Genevieve nor with Jubilee, but with the shop and the letter. Located in Bose, cramped between two of the most popular shops on the block, was a tiny, tiny building. So, we've got characters named Genevieve and characters named a character named Genevieve and a character named Jubilee. Don't know who they are. Honestly, in order to be able to make any sense of what we're reading through, we're probably going to need to have them all laid out for us in order, but... smelling salts. Sorry, but the magic palm that restocks all the chests hasn't come by here yet. Try again in another game. Oh, we will. Well, actually, well, there's 2 more games in this particular style. But... oh, crap. Yeah. We'll just handle these guys, though. Oh, new levels. A Lucky Fang. But nobody learned anything. That kind of sucks, but... okay, that's just the Fisherman's Guild, which we've already been inside. So this should really be the last building. Alright. Insulating tape. Wait, Father, I haven't finished my confession yet! Nah, dude. We've got places to be. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought a scene was gonna activate when we went up to, the castle gate, but we are not at the castle gate just yet. We gotta check everywhere just to make sure we don't miss anything, but nah. Okay, it looks like so far, if there's anything of interest, it's gonna be on the highest floor possible. Just a bunch of Sepith. If you stare into this chest and say Ouroboros 5 times, Blue Blanc will visit you this night. And nah, dude, I'm not trying to mess around with any puzzles. In fact, I think, like, unless something really ridiculous happens, this game should be completely Blue Blanc free. Oh man, this place is gonna be huge. Nope. Ah, maybe we'll get multiples? 500 Mira. Yeah, there's got to be something better hidden here. You gaze deeply into the empty chest, hoping for enlightenment. You feel hungry. Okay, so I guess Ries was handling that one. Ah, just a painted on texture instead of a room we can actually go into. That's lame. Oh! White bracelet. I think that prevents poison, if I'm not mistaken. Prevents blind. Oh, no, the black bangle, so we did have the capability of preventing both sleep and mute. Inside the chest is an ancient note hinting at the location of the 8th Septarian. It crumbles to dust before you can read it. Ah. Received 500 Mira. 1 of 12. Oh, there are 2 of these? La la la. Hideko hummed, barely audible over the sound of the vacuum. Suddenly, ding-dong went the doorbell. My, she exclaimed, who could that be? Since this one is much shorter, the other one sounds pretty dramatic. This one sounds much less so. Nope. Alright, so this one was just items. No doors. 1 of 36. You remember reading the teaser in Trails in the Sky second chapter for Trails in the Chest, but you didn't feel like reading it then. Yet suddenly, you have a craving for more trails in the chest. Okay. Somebody already told me that this was a direct reference to that, but I guess a little bit more and I would have been able to read that there. But that's cool. Very, very meta. It kind of makes me wonder if, like, Nihon Falcom signed off on that or if they just did it. Either way, the chest stuff doesn't really affect anything, so I doubt they would be like, no, don't sully the purity of our game with your, what essentially amounts to professional fan fiction. But I'm happy about it. Wow, there's really nothing in here? And like I said in a previous episode, that's the dream, dude. Getting paid to write fan fiction that goes in the game. Somebody had it on Easy Street for what I assume maybe was a couple of days to put this stuff together. And we're about to get into a fight. Oh, something new. No, I think we've actually already... Whoa, she's about to die. Yeah. So first we'll see what that is, because I think it's something we've already gone up against. Grimoire. Yeah, they run away. Friend of indeterminate or fiend of indeterminate form that carefully surveys foes and drains their CP and EP. Alright, we got this though. Never realized how much I missed those death blow turn actions or turn bonuses. Those things are killer, quite literally. And I've definitely already been in here, yeah. But we still... Oh crap, this thing came right back. From here, that should be everything. This way is probably gonna... Dang, dude. Be blocked off, but that's after this. So, something that I thought I was going crazy over in the previous one, but now I'm realizing I'm seeing completely correctly. She gets, Julia, Captain Schwartz, she gets 2 attacks during chain crafts. I don't know if that was just to make that boss battle more bearable, or if there's a specific reason for that, but I don't know, dude, that's kind of OP. At least, oh, whose door is this? Bring to me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Only then shall the door open. Guardian of the royal family. So we need to have Captain Schwartz and what's his name? Olivier's best friend. It's what's his name? But I know who that is, I just can't remember his name right now. What is his name? Oh. Okay. I'm not expecting for this to be super difficult. Let's, a large armored soldier is blocking the path to the castle. Attempt to defeat it? Yeah. Wow! Would you look at that? Let's see if we can have her handle this for us. What is his name? Mueller. Mueller. Or Major Vander. Either one works. Alright, cool. The only issue with this, though, is that we've got nobody else who can use their offensive arts yet. Or offensive crafts yet. Yeah. So let's see what this thing is. Iron Kaiser. An animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages. Specializes in charge attacks. Alright, it's not anything too serious. And then, yeah, we want to soul blur that thing to death. Luckily for us, though, Kevin... Oh, Mortal Punishment moved? It used to be the last thing, but I guess since he learned Cross Gear Rage 2, his crafts rearranged themselves randomly. That's interesting. Let's end this. But hopefully Kevin can finish these guys off with this one move. Wow, that was way less than her pumped up S-Craft did. How's about... She can activate Chain 3, but nobody can participate. Yeah, she's gonna need to, unless she dies in this one move. All right, well, that's actually what the best thing we could have hoped for, because now she's got more CP to utilize to heal more efficiently. Yeah, let these guys get a little closer. Okay, maybe they're a little too close at this point. Nope, there we go. Got super extra lucky. And she can only... She doesn't have any... Oh, man. What about Chain 2? We can get her and... You know... That's... Yeah, this is fine. It works out okay. 1, 2. I don't get it, but I'm certainly not upset by it. Yeah, there goes Tita. Crap. We're gonna have to... If Ries can, we're gonna have to have her heal. Nope. She just needs to suffer one more attack, and then she can revive Tita. That's suboptimal. Oh, she can't heal herself at all. Yeah. I don't want Tita missing out on this XP. And then, yeah, you're done. We're gonna have... It's a little too slow, but in the interest of not also having to heal Captain Schwartz... There we go. Oh, we didn't even have to worry about that. How much HP does this guy have? Yeah. Still moving with a full complement of HP. I was really... We moused over a run, but not about to make that same mistake. Haven't made that mistake in... It's been like, what, 2 years? Definitely don't plan on making it ever again. Running from a fight that we're this close to winning. It's a really nice looking craft. I'll give it that. Now please don't run over and... Cool. It would have sucked if it had just made a beeline for Tita. But Captain Schwartz, her physical attack is really good. She's taking sort of a massive beating right now, but basic attack madness is what's going to get us through this fight. Well, what got us through that fight was that buffed up S-Craft, but the latter part of the fight, and a nice free heal for literally everybody on the team. Oh. We defeat those monsters and it's gonna unlock seals. That was near the bar, so we're gonna have to run back a little bit, but it looks like we'll be able to visit, what is it, the eastern section of Bose? No. What's this magical symbol for? And it looks like there are 3 other monsters, or 3 other fiends we're going to have to defeat. I believe it's locked by a spiritual power of some kind. We're unlikely to be able to force our way through as long as it remains active, I'm afraid. That's certainly how it seems. Which means that we're going to need to find some way to remove it, or we won't be able to get inside. Most likely, yeah. You alright with us leaving the castle until later then? I fear we have little choice. I can only hope that Adios keeps everyone inside safe until we can return. Shall we resume our search of the city in the meantime? That works. Hopefully we can find some way of getting inside while we're making the rounds. Yeah. 2 more monsters that we've got to defeat, and for right now, we don't have anyone's, and yeah, we gotta get Mueller at some point, and then bring him back here. I don't intend on missing anybody's thing, but for right now, we'll just rush back to the bar and then swoop around. Alright, Grancel East block. There's more of those Iron Knights here, but there should be... Oh, crap. There's Alright, a surprise attack. I guess, if nothing else, killing those Iron Knights is a good way to grind up our CP, but... Okay, there's nothing of note hidden over here. The second orbally powered clock. Okay, yeah, that hasn't changed in like 3 games. There's gotta be something... Nope, no door right there. Is there gonna be anything in... Yep. Septium drops. Found a scrap of paper with a recipe written on it. Learn the recipe for septium drops. So this is a weaponized one. There's some green hair inside. Just praise to Adios, this sinful priest gets his just desserts. Are we... Yes, a second one. Softening balm. 12 of 12. Hideko didn't even wait for an answer. She just flung open the door without a care. And there, standing before her, was... Wow. So the story starts with her hearing the door and ends with her opening the door and we never find out who it was? Proxy puppet. I'm not clever enough for all these chest phrases. Oh man. They've had to come up with like literally hundreds. Yeah, don't look like any more. Wow. Wow. She spends the whole story going over to open the door. Oh. This one is similarly locked, and it looks like 1, 2... There's at least 4, maybe 6 enemies we have to beat? 8 even? A whole lot. A crap ton is how it's known in the scientific community. Oh, the embassies are open? That seems really random to me. Wow. No time to get comfy, huh? They just popped up out of nowhere. Here they come. Crap. Dark Blade is gathering energy. Wow. And something tells me those even count as separate attacks, too. 0 damage. What the heck? Dark Blade, animated suit of armor from the Middle Ages, swift and targets foes' weak points. Okay, let's have her Soul Blur. Right now, she is going to... We give some attack orders, and hopefully Kevin can endure some attacks, because then he'll be able to heal us. But if it gets too crazy, Cloak and Dagger. All that fanfare for that? Wow. Yeah, that's the opposite of good. That must have a chance of death blowing us or something. Or actually, isn't Cloak and Dagger a craft of Joshua's? 946. How's about... Let's see if these things are susceptible to blind. They resist it. Interesting. But Cloak and Dagger, unless that tries to insta-kill us, it's not as good as their regular attack. I can't claim to understand it. Miss. Wow, that's disappointing. Oh, she doesn't have enough to revive him. Okay, so we might have to miss. Is that what Cloak and Dagger does? It's kind of... Wow. Tita, dude. Yeah. Okay, so this ambush was a little more than we bargained for. And this is the "Your life is in danger" music. I guess we'll use this to find out what they are susceptible to. Can they be confused, maybe? Who knows? Maybe we have to go up a little higher in level before we're really able to take these things on. Or actually, can we even run from this fight? If we... Okay, we're not also gonna do everything in our power to make sure that Kevin doesn't get immediately killed. Like Julia just did.
This is bad.
And Kevin also just did. Can we run from this? Okay, we can. Yeah, and it takes us right back out. Okay. So let's... We can go to the Jade Corridor end, but that's fine. Huh. Did not expect to get blindsided by those enemies. It'd be pretty merciful if a full heal was available, but it wouldn't surprise me if the timing wasn't right. Oh, it is. What did it say? We had to fight a couple of battles for it to be restored. But like this, we're definitely ready to take it on. Part of me really feels like those double attacks are the most BS sort of thing that's gonna hit through what Kevin's got, but... Nope, no new armor is available just yet. What about quartz? Still only got action and cast. Alright. Will it let us go? If it lets us just... Okay, cool. It lets us just go immediately there, so we don't have to go all the way back to the Jade Corridor. I am completely okay with that. And now that we're still going to get taken by surprise, I'm sure, but it's going to be able to affect us much less, because we'll be able to have Kevin just block 2 attacks outright. So I guess it's... Oh, had to swoop around really quickly to make sure it didn't get the surprise attack on us, but it ended up not being able to get the surprise attack anyway. Alright. So this time we're coming in guns blazing. Oh, it skips the scene. Okay. Yeah, they've got to get that one free attack off. And we've got one item that ups, we've got one item that it... Actually, and this isn't even gonna be the thing, is it? Unless this fight, unlocks the... It unlocks the, one part of the door. Item. Right, Phoenix. Yeah. In lieu of, any sort of other option for us. Learned recipe for fried phoenix. Good. I forgot that that's how it worked. Okay. So we'll have her. That's not going to happen quick enough. Tita can't really do anything except use Soul Blur. We'll take at least one of these guys down. But I think that's what Cloak and Dagger does. It like... Oh. Her S-Craft has no range. Like, none whatsoever. Why is that? Is that to make up for the fact that her chain crafts are too good, or what? Like, it feels like chain crafts, they're massively buffed in compared to the previous game. That's one, I guess. Okay, nope. And then who? We still have more to work with, so I guess now we all just get to Soul Blur one after the other. We should have picked a separate Soul Blur target. Unless Ries has something up her sleeve. We haven't used her Heavenly Strike S-Craft yet. I guess we'd be able to find out what that's all about. No, she's not. It's not large enough for her to get all of them at once. Okay. I know what we're gonna do. Oh, okay, well I did know what we were gonna do. She doesn't have enough CP to actually buff her attack. As long as it's not those... Yeah, here it is, that double attack. Oh, but thankfully it guards both, even if he's only got one proc left on it. And they both have heals coming up. So we're gonna need for Tita and Ries to not let them heal up. Yeah. Dang. Rip Julia. Okay, so hers has some range at least. So, do you guys remember what Estelle's first S-Craft was? It was Pummel, right? Do you guys remember what Pummel did? It was Estelle smacking them with her staff several times in a row. Wow. Something is, something definitely changes when you've got the power of Adios and anime on your side, dude. It's wild. Oh wow, Julia misses out on all of that. Well, that sucks. But we've got the ability... actually, we don't. We have to use an item to revive. Huh. So first things first, our one and only reviving balm, which revives a trash amount. And Julia's our only person who can't actually heal. Nine, like, it doesn't seem expensive, but man. Having used tier a million times in a row, dude, is crazy. Also, let's save after that. Is there gonna be anything of note here? Anything that we can grab or examine? This should be the library. Yep. Oh, a new party member. This is probably going to be Olivier. Obtained sealing stone. Is that? Indeed, we found you and Tita inside stones just like this. At this point, it's safe to assume there's someone sealed inside this one too. Well, it's in the Erebonian embassy, so maybe it's Olivier? Or it could be Mueller. Oh, wait. Joshua was born in Erebonia too, wasn't he? I don't care who it is. I can't wait to find out who's inside. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. And there's no rush, but we should try and make our way back to the base soon and check for ourselves. But we want to make sure we've got this place fully explored first. Tirabalm, you are the real treasure. Aww. And then, this is the room where, found Bestia Code. Where was it? It was, Erebonia's representative was a huge blowhard, whereas Calvard's representative was, someone from Zine's neck of the woods, and she was really job-oriented. I'm empty, you say? What a liberalist statement. It's a pun that works on so many levels. Well, really just 2, but that's still so many. Actually, no, that's like the base for a pun. It's like 3 levels. But let's head back to the Hermit's Garden and find out who our newest party member is gonna be. It's probably gonna be Mueller, honestly. That's who I'm thinking. And once, if it is Mueller, we'll be able to see that scene. I still can't get over how pretty they are. So this is how I was released too, was it? I'm thinking it's Mueller. Okay. Did us doing that made the enemies harder or something? Because Iron Knights aren't roaming around the place anymore, and now it's evening. But us doing that unlocked every other spot. So I'm guessing that the two enemies we had to defeat were hidden behind those two blocked off paths, so we would have had to have done this before we could move any further. That looks like... It's Mueller. What was that? A stun grenade? Fall back, Olivier! The target is likely to be... What? It really is you. Captain Schwartz, what are you doing here? Just where is this? And what happened to Olivier? So you were with the prince when you were drawn in here? Allow me to explain what we know of our current situation. If you have any questions, I would be happy to try and answer them. I think this is the first time Mueller's been a party member. Yeah, I can't remember any situation where we got to use him in Trails in the Sky SC. We fought against him, but we didn't use him. I see. I must admit, all of this is a little much to take in at once. I'm more tempted to think I'll wake up any minute to find I've been dreaming. I felt much the same at first, Major. I've been in here for a while now, and I still find myself doubting all of this is even real. I'm too hard-headed for my own good, I fear. Then we're similar in more ways than one. In any case, we don't have the luxury of time on our side. I'm concerned about that fool's safety, so allow me to assist you with your search. We'd be happy to have you. Incidentally, before we get going, what kind of situation were you in when the lights started surrounding you? Well, the two of us were in Parm conducting an inspection. Night arrived, and the two of us made our way back to the hotel where we were staying. That was when it happened, and completely without warning. I can't say for sure, but given that he was with me, he may have been caught up in this as well. Parm? That's the southernmost town in Erebonia, right? That's right. It happens to be the closest Erebonian town to Liberl. Sorry to interject, but may I ask something? Who is this Olivier you keep referring to? Oh, he was another one of the guys who came with us to that flying city, Prince Oliver. You wouldn't think he was a prince if you met him, though. He's real easygoing and fun to be around. I'm not sure I could disagree any more with that last part if I tried. He delights in living a life of excessive debauchery and constantly exhausts those unfortunate enough to be around him at every waking hour. You know as well as I do that there's more to him than that, of course. Word of his exploits since returning to the Empire has been reaching Liberl, Major. If they're to be believed, he's become quite adored at high-class social gatherings. It's true he's managed to avoid causing too much of a stir by keeping up his usual act so far. But who knows what kinds of rumors will start spreading when he reveals his true colors. Well, keep hanging in there, buddy. Is something wrong, Ries? She's probably about to be like, Kevin's met so many colorful people on his journeys while she's really not done the same. Nothing at all. It's interesting how the people we found so far all seem to know one another. Oh, that would be kind of weird from her perspective, wouldn't it? That can't be a simple coincidence. Perhaps only people who meet that condition end up getting surrounded by that white light and coming here? By that condition, they must be connected to Kevin some sort of way. Maybe? Well, the logic does add up. At the very least, it appears to be linked to becoming imprisoned in one of those stones you spoke of. You've mentioned before not finding sealing stones containing any of the Arsail's crew or Gransolite residents, correct? Despite encountering both the ship and the city itself in an abnormal state. That's correct. I hadn't even thought of that! So everybody else is... Whatever happened, nobody else who was on the ship or in Gransel meets the conditions. So I guess we really did go back to Gransel. It's good food for thought while we keep exploring. Right now, our focus needs to be finding out what happens at Gransel. Indeed. I'd like to accompany you too if at all possible. The fastest way for me to accept the situation I'm in would be to experience it firsthand. So we gotta drop somebody from the party. Kevin. We don't have to bring Kevin? That's interesting. Oh. We do have to... Okay, we do have to bring Kevin and Ries. Even though Tita's the only person who can heal us all at once, currently... Alright. We're gonna have to figure something out and get somebody Latir. Random. That's interesting. We can just... This is okay, but... From this point, it will be possible to switch members in and out of the party from the garden. To do this, select the party icon displayed on the screen. Members who aren't mandatory at that point in time can be switched freely. It's also possible to view and change the equipment and orbments of reserved party members from the camp menu while in the garden as well. Wow! So this game started a whole lot of stuff that we see in Trails of Cold Steel then. Well, take care, okay? You got it. We'll leave keeping an eye on things in the garden to you. If you ever find yourself in danger, don't try and do anything dangerous, alright? Alright. What was that? Kevin, was that? Yep, it's our old pal the Cube again. Visitors from afar. Possessors of the Cube. A woman's voice? And who might she be? Wish we knew. Whoever she is, it doesn't seem like she can hear us. You seem to be gathering strength well. I will unlock another of the Cube's powers. Second plant? About remote abilities, which we saw those when we took a look in the notebook earlier. In the Cube menu, you can select a character not in the active party to set as a support member. This support member will confer certain benefits on the active party. Each character has a different set of benefits they can provide, including raising stats, drop rates, and more. The power of the Malevolent One is much too great. I pray that your bonds will become a great light that will let you prevail. Huh. I fear I may have underestimated just how bizarre a situation this is. Regardless, whoever she may be, it doesn't sound as though she means us any harm. Indeed, that Schwarzritter is clearly our enemy, but the woman doesn't seem to be so far. That said, I wouldn't place too much trust in her just yet. We still don't know who she is. Well, thanks to her, we've got a few neat features on the Cube to play around with. You guys up for seeing how they work? Alright. So we'll go ahead and start investigating things. Oh, we can... So party select is just hitting the start button. But we're gonna go ahead, continue exploring, pick things up next time. Definitely join me then for more Trails in the Sky the Third. Bye for now, guys.